Looks like in this episode of UQ Holder, we got ourselves a nice, well-developed episode of Koromaru. I mean, we understand a lot of things thanks to this episode about him and his personality. And now that I watched this episode, I'm not sure if I even call him a he or a she. Because diving into this episode, we find out that Koromaru is actually not female or male, actually. He is genderless. He comes from a tribe of demi-human, where at the age of 16, they decide whether or not they want to become man or woman. So this whole entire time, I don't know what to call him. I can't call him a he, I can't call him a she, because he's neither. I don't know what you call someone that's genderless, actually, I forgot. But in the meantime, he does prefer to be called a he, though, in the episodes that we have seen so far. And his pretty much what he worries about is how should he remain on Toda's side. He has feelings for Toda, but he's not sure what they are in a way. He's not sure if it's romance or is it friendship or something like a brother. He is not completely sure. So he puts himself into a test where he disguises himself as a woman and goes out pretty much on a date with Toda throughout the city. And here we get to see more of his other side that he wishes to have with Toda. He's trying to understand himself more, and not just whether or not he likes Toda, but what better off he should be. He should be a man or a female. And this episode really provides that with him. He spends the day with Toda, and he pretty much sees a more gentle side of him. And he wonders whether or not Toda will appreciate him as a man, or probably fall in love with him as a woman. So, as a woman, he is, I would admit, he is pretty and very feminine and pretty much could be a good couple for Toda. But when the bad guys attack, he realized his body wasn't fully trained to fight as a female. It turns out that's a very important thing in this episode, that pretty much even if he's man or female, it determines on the body he's used to, which I guess there's a difference, a big difference in how he fights. So since he's mostly fighting as a man most of the times, he was not used to fighting as a female when the bad guys start attacking. So he transforms back into male, and where he's able to save Toda from being kidnapped by one of the former hired mercs from previous episodes. So now he comes to realization what he wants. He is not completely sure that whether or not he wants to be a man or female, but what he does know is that he wants to be someone to be by his side to help fight alongside Toda in his upcoming journey. So I gotta say, this is very good. This is something that you usually don't see in anime, where someone is a genderless person and they want to decide whether or not where they stand with someone in the near future. So I find that was a very interesting perspective on that. Something you don't see every day in any anime, and probably in many shows and forms of media today. So I did find that very interesting, of course. And of course, the other side of me is still playing, because the scene itself is actually supposed to be put in later into the series, but they decided to do it now for some reason, I guess, for filling airtime, and I'm not sure. So now, with Koromaru, he is a very interesting character, The fact that you understand more about him as the show goes on, you see that he is he's a trap in a way, reverse trap, I guess. Then again, some will argue you can't call him a trap because he is genderless. But yeah, he prefers to be called he. So the question is what he will decide when he reaches age 16. As of course we all know, he will probably stay that same height and figure for the rest of his life, but the years will go on. So when he gets year 16, he will have to decide whether or not he wants to be man or female. And of course, Toda did say himself that he wouldn't mind being with someone like that. He disguised himself as a pretty blonde girl, and Toda said she was actually pretty okay to hang out with. And so Toda actually has thoughts of romance on his mind. So he's not that dense as Negi Sensei. Then yet again, Negi Sensei was only 10 years old. You can't blame him for not thinking about romance. Where Toda, however, is at least 14 years old, so of course he's going to think about girls every now and then. It can't be helped. That's how growing up is. So now, going through on that, it seems like the episode also was setting up for future events in the backside of the episodes. Here you had a mysterious girl who was standing by a tree, who's apparently a very who has high expenses inside the UQ Holder organization, because she lives on the top floor. And whoever lives on the top floor, you already know they're super, super rich. And this person has been drawing some weird messaging inside the ground. So who knows what mysterious she has. We do see her in the opening, but we don't know what she's really all about. And at the same time, we get to see a familiar face as well as Toda and Komaru are going on their date. We see Fate again. And it seems like Fate is about to make his move. And the question is what is he up to and what is his goals and his ambitions? We don't, not quite sure. We all know in the previous sets and manga, he helped Negi save the world from the major beginnings. So 8 years have passed since then, and people want to know what happened to Negi, which girl did he choose, and what became of Fate, and what he's doing now. So yeah, there's a lot of questions did arise in this episode, so a lot of backfire. So this episode not only was a good episode for displaying Komaru's personality, but also was setting up for the future events throughout the show. So I say that was very good pasting in that part. So yeah, that's like our first episode. I am excited to see what happens next. I'm excited to see what Fate is up to, and also see what that girl named Kiri is also up to as well. Well, we're going to find out until next week. So if you liked this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share if you could. I would much obliged. This is Madcrownxox Anime. Sign out.